You already know what time it is. Let's go. Alright. After this point, we're going to do the which I've never done before, so it's going to be a complete surprise to me. I don't know what's going to happen. And also, I upgraded to have this big ass, long ass. Yes, sir. Daddy long blade. But we're gonna go ahead and let me see. Let's do it. Oh, before we do that, before we do all that, so I don't mess it up,
Karans, do you need something?
gotta ask her to be mine, you know what I mean?
What do you intend to do now? Will you become the Dunegad of your clan again?
I will most likely do it, but not now. I still have a lot to discover by your side.
I hope that you do not feel constrained to do so. I would completely understand if you had to go back to your people.
You are a noble-hearted man, and a true Onol-Manawi. Do not worry. I'm not staying because I feel constrained to do so, but because I like being with you all. And especially with you. Anything else?
Yes, sir.
Why are you and your sister so different?
If you're talking about when we were
What kind of child were you?
I suppose I was very curious and...
Then you haven't changed. Isn't it out of the same curiosity that you chose to follow me?
At first, perhaps. But the more I know you, the more I find other
Everyone's
reasons
just watching
to
us
stay
snack
with
on
you.
each other.
Anything else?
I must leave you. See you later.
Karens, I am glad you came to talk to me. I have something to ask you.
I'm listening.
What do the women on your island do when they really like someone?
Really like.
Everything is so complicated where you come from.
In my culture, we do not talk about our feelings, especially not amongst nobles. Marriages are arranged more often than not.
I knew it. Never mind. I'll do it my way. Your body and your soul are speaking with mine on Almanawi. And if you feel the same way, I would love to spend some time alone with you.
Just like that.
I would love that too. Meet me outside my room the next time we're at the house.
I will be there. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Look at that dust. Gross. Uh-oh.
On Almanawi, do you still agree to spend some time with me?
Well, of course.
Of course. I was waiting for this moment.
Come.
Come.
Yes, sir.
I have never met someone like you.
Hmm.
On Almanawi, my heart has never beaten so fast for anyone. What about you?
They always say that, but...
Do you think you are my Menundanem?
A pleasant moment. Ooh. Damn, they give you many options to like just dip out.
I hope so. Because I love you too, Siora.
Kairto. This is how we say I love you in our language.
Kairto.
Koden nes greda komolai. Our two hearts beat together.
That's baby girl.
Green blood, my friend. Do you need something?
I must leave.
All right.
Lady Morange tells me that a delegation from the De Vesp family just landed on the island.
From the look on your face, I take it their arrival is not good news. Are they that bad?
Their name was given to a deadly poison, the Draft of De Vesp. It's highly regarded among assassins, so there's good reason to worry. We should hasten to get back to New Serene.
Ah, Sir de Sardet. Did you get my message?
Indeed. The arrival of the De Vesp family in Tir Fredi is surprising and no doubt worrying. But without knowing their intentions...
Nothing good can come from that family, for the interests of the Dorsey family and Serene. But I truly cannot tell you anything about the reason for their presence. The message I received was brief. Aurelia de Vesp announced her arrival on the island and asked to see your cousin as soon as possible. She and her entourage seem to have settled in a region that I do not know. Adag ol Credo, north of Vikshadir. I think it would be good for you to locate her and try to find out more.
I know this place, but I thought that only the Doneigada from the Baragnodash clan knew how to access it. It's a sacred place. That's where Animide shed his blood.
You should also take advantage and visit these unknown lands. Who knows what they have in store for us?
You're right. It's better for us to go and see what it's all about. Goodbye, Lady Morange.
Goodbye, Your Excellency. Be careful. Don't underestimate the trickery of the Devesps.
The Devesps. Oh, get away. Fucking monster. I wasn't talking about the monsters. Give you 1 minute. Alright, so I have the best weapon in the game. The second best, which was surprising, was the scythe that I'm going the wrong way. Oh, you saw that deer? You saw me tear that shit up? I tore that shit up. Yeet. Oh, place we haven't been before. I thought we were going to like a different, island entirely. Oh, that lion? What is that? Fuck your shit up. Oh, also this is hard. Mr. Bean. Fucking kangaroo wolf looking motherfuckers. Oh, they're fast. They died. We can go over here because I think it's over here. While I'm watching the video. Interesting. Oh, it's a totem. What the? He's going straight. Oh wee, oh wee, oh my, oh. I'm offering a reward to anybody who finds my friend who's one of Her Highness service, as am I. We were to meet near the ruins of the old fort, but she never returned. Thieves had managed to infiltrate our camp several times and steal our equipment. Be careful, one of them was wounded, but they could come back to those of you who read this message and come across the band of robbers. Please dispose of them and keep both stolen. Ooh, that looks cool. Oh, I'm such a nerd, bro.
Legate de Sade, I presume.
Indeed. Delighted to meet you, Your Grace.
The accounts I've been given of you and your companions don't do you justice. Truly, it is a pleasure. We're going to become wonderful friends, you and I'm sure of it. Say, aren't we going to be cousins soon?
Pardon me, Your Grace, but I'm not sure I follow. And if I may ask, what is it precisely that brings you to this remote island?
Haven't you heard? Well, it seems the messengers on this island are not particularly reliable. No matter. Your uncle and my father have decided that your cousin, Prince Constantine, and I are to be married. So, here I am.
My... This is... incredible news.
I know you must be surprised. However, this alliance will be a wonderful way to put an end to the enmity between us, don't you think?
But I must inform you that, sadly, my cousin... he's disappeared. We believe he may have been kidnapped.
Oh? What horrible news. Do you know who's responsible? I assume an investigation is underway.
Of course. And I'm involved in the investigation. Every effort is being made to find the governor.
Well, I'm most reassured that you're in charge. I'm sure you'll find him quickly, and that we'll soon be wedded as planned. Then, you and I will be cousins, of course. Furthermore, I was hoping I might be able to count on your assistance.
Of course, Your Grace. What can I do for you?
You see, I didn't want to impose myself on New Serene until all the necessary arrangements had been made for my arrival. I had the Naughts drop us off in a quiet place outside the city. Too far outside the city, clearly. There were these savages and bandits skulking around the woods and threatening us. They even robbed me. Worst of all, they took the chest in which I was keeping the marriage contract.
Savages? The only savages I know are the ones who invaded our home.
Oh, please forgive me. I meant no disrespect. Natives, then, is it? In any case, it's absolutely mortifying to have to ask you this, but you know the island and its inhabitants better than I do. Could you perhaps retrieve the chest for me? I would be eternally grateful. Cousin.
You're not my cousin. You're not my cousin.
Can you tell me more about the theft?
Of course. We were unloading our things from those horrid little boats that the Naughts get about in when it was taken. I was busy setting up camp at the time, so I didn't see who it was. My men didn't see much either, because it was dark. But certain natives from the region stopped by in the morning. They were aggressive and insisted that we leave. I'm sure they were behind the robbery, unless it was just bandits. There were a couple that my men chased away, but that's all I know.
Thank you. We'll get about finding it.
Is there anything else?
I won't deny that I'm surprised to hear about your engagement to my cousin, despite the excellent reason you put forth.
Surely you didn't think your cousin would stay single forever. Know that although the decision was not my own, I'm very pleased about it. I got the impression your uncle thought a wedding might calm your cousin a little. And now that he's in the role of governor, he needs a wife of his standing. My father saw an opportunity to get me away from Peren, where I was in great danger, and found me a worthy husband in the process. But again, it's clear that their main intention was to put an end to years of conflict. Is there anything else?
Since we're going to be cousins, I'll have to get to know you better.
Well, aren't you just lovely? I'm afraid there isn't much to tell. I was raised like any good princess, educated in both arts and arms. But, as I had several older brothers, I was never really given a political role. I'm still my father's favorite, though. You may know that I've already been married once, but my husband was murdered in cold blood as part of a plot at court.
I'm very sorry for your loss. Please accept my deepest condolences.
You're too kind. After he died, my father decided it was best to send me away from Peren. He knew your cousin was unmarried and was tired of the futile disputes between our families. So he contacted Prince d'Orsay, and the rest is history. Is there anything else?
I must be going, Your Grace.
But of course. Goodbye, dear cousin.
don't seem pleased by what she told you. Would that be because of the contract she spoke of? Your wedding traditions are very complicated.
Yes, the great families use contracts to join two members of their families.
That's what I thought. And it explains why you're so angry. I don't understand why she spoke of a union when that family is your enemy.
I can't believe it either. There is too much rancor between our families.
A wedding could put an end to that. Couldn't that be your uncle's goal? But I'm not educated in the history of the congregation's ruling families.
I'll believe it when I see the contract. And even then I'll look twice. If I've understood correctly, the chest was here when it was stolen. Ah, there are footprints which lead away from the camp. Other footprints here. They're quite deep, as if the person who made them were carrying a heavy load. We're on the right path. The undergrowth has been crushed. Several people pass through here. Footprints seem less hurried. The thieves must have felt safer here. We must be getting close.
This does a lot of armor damage. You have 5 seconds before the door is sealed. Hold the door, 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 hold the door.
We don't see many around here. But I'm convinced they don't eat their prey where they catch it. They would normally take it back to their lair.
Maybe they were about to do just that when we got here. Let's look around. We'll soon find out. And let's not forget Aurelia's chest. That's curious. On closer inspection, these men were obviously not killed by animals. The stab wounds are clearly visible. This campfire is strange. The ashes and embers are laid out as they should be, but the ground beneath them is untouched. This campfire has not been used. It seems as though it was just laid out as a prop. Something is wrong. The stab wounds on these outlaws and the fake campfire make me think that this whole scene has been staged. We'd best go back to the camp and return the chest. The de Vespe coat of arms. This must be the chest Aurelia asked us to find.
Can you open it? I'd be curious to see if the contract she spoke of is genuine.
I can't see a lock, and we'd be hard-pressed to explain why we broke it. We'd better bring it back untouched.
Wait. There are armed men on the path. We should try to find a lookout point to learn more before we move on.
It seems they're Aurelia de Vespe's swordsmen. I'm afraid it is now beyond doubt. These men were sent to ambush us. Aurelia sent us to recover that chest solely in order to get rid of us.
Those men are idiots. They should have done a better job of concealing themselves. We can easily get around them to avoid a fight. Unless you'd like to teach them a lesson.
The Devests deserve a nefarious reputation. This whole mission was a trap. First those beasts, and then in case we survive them, these assassins. What do you intend to do then? I suppose we can't just go and ask for an explanation armed to the teeth.
She'll have to answer for this. But, given the power of her family, we must remain polite.
Move, bitch. Man, move.
You? I didn't think I'd see you again. So soon.
Is that because you'd hoped we'd be clawed to death by those beasts? Or because you thought your assassins would get the better of us?
Come now, who do you take me for? I was just putting your courage to the test, that's all. A princess's whim. I kindly suggest you forget all about this little incident. You see, my dear, we Devesps have a habit of knowing as much about our enemies as our friends. I'm afraid my father's men have obtained some rather sensitive information, which, well, if the other governors were to find out, it could very well jeopardize your position, along with that of the D'Orsay. If word were to get out about your origin, for example...
Are you trying to blackmail me?
Oh, what a horrid word! Come now, I would never do such a thing. Let's just say that I'm ensuring your loyalty. In fact, some of my men are already at the courts of Hikmet and San Mateus, and ready to act if you try anything. But I'm sure it won't come to that. We'll soon be part of the same family, after all.
Here is your chest. This is the one you sent me to fetch.
Yes, that's the one. Thank you for your help. You have shown yourself to be as reliable as they say. Long may it continue to be the case. Well, now that I've recovered my precious documents, you'll be able to deliver the wedding contract to your cousin in... I await the preparations for my arrival and accommodation. Then there'll be plenty of time to prepare the ceremony with my husband-to-be.
The arrival of a noble lady such as yourself will require several arrangements. New Serene is a very new city.
Yes, I'm sure. Don't dither for too long now. I'm counting on you to be as quick as possible. And to convince your cousin and his men to be reasonable. You know what's at stake. Is there anything else?
I must be going, Your Grace.
But of course. Goodbye, dear cousin.
She has us. We now have the contract, but even if it does turn out to be forged, we have no choice but to bend to her will.
The situation is complicated, but the equation is not unsolvable. If she really does hold incriminating secrets, the only way to confront her now is to get them back before she can use them. Let's go to Hikmet and San Mateus and talk to those henchmen she spoke of.
You're right. It's the only way to put an end to this alliance and supplant the Viper.
Sent potatoes. Good, you my everything.
Your Excellency, Her Highness... Her Highness, Aurelia de Vespe of the Merchant Congregation has sent me to convey her regards. She would like to assure you of her deepest respect and her unwavering support as an ally with any troubles you may encounter. She also wishes to forewarn you that the person who until now presented himself as the congregation's legate may soon lose his position. Indeed, he is believed to have lied about his lineage, and doubt has now been cast upon his titles of nobility. It is also rumored that he is engaged in questionable dealings involving the guilds and the natives. We sincerely hope that, until this situation has been clarified, you will treat him with the utmost suspicion. Naturally, if these allegations prove to be true, a new legate will be appointed by Her Highness immediately.
Madam, I thank you for your kind words, but I do not know you. You come on behalf of someone I do not know either, and who, to my knowledge, has no political authority. Yet you present yourself before my court making accusations against someone who has always shown himself to be respectable, and who has come to our aid numerous times. I must ask you to leave, madam. You are not welcome here.
Hey.
What's up? Get your ass up out of here. You're done.
I've rarely been faced with such a deceitful, insolent person. I'm sorry you had to hear such horrendous things. What's happening in the congregation that this joke of an ambassador is challenging your position like this?
Got to
As you
sleep
may
but
be
saying
aware,
hello
Your
smile.
Excellency, there's
Hey,
long-standing
that's good to hear.
rivalry between the de Vespe and the d'Orsay families. Aurelia de
Yes,
Vespe
King.
just arrived in Tirfredi and clearly
Appreciate it.
intends to impose her will here by any means.
I suggest you settle this affair swiftly. Had it been anyone other than myself, they may well have believed such lies.
That's what I intend to do, Your Excellency. But to do so, I need to know where to find this ambassador.
I think I heard that she and her entourage took up residence in a farm just out of town. You should find her, so she can explain herself.
I have to go. Look forward.
Farewell,
See?
my lord.
That's why it's always good to have good relations. Don't burn bridges.
Even if he did stay calm, Governor Burin was furious. He wasn't too happy about those de Vespe schemes.
Thankfully. Those snide allegations could have caused us great harm had he taken them seriously.
You are respected here, which makes sense considering all the services you have rendered. That woman had no chance. I wonder what the so-called evidence we'll find here will reveal.
We'll only find out once we actually have it. But regardless of whether it's completely fabricated or holds an ounce of truth, it is dangerous. We must tread carefully. The Devesps are experts in the art of manipulation. We must ensure that these documents never get out.
She will pay with her life. Oh, you will pay with your life.
At the fiery flasks, you'll find the quintessence of alchemy.
Wrong way. Cut. I gotta
At
go
the
this
fiery
way.
flasks, you'll find the quintessence of alchemy.
Come closer. Come closer. All my wares are in the vanguard.
Here come the Devesp ambassador and her henchmen.
We should hide and listen to what they say. We may glean some interesting information.
They can't see me.
Ambassador? Did your meeting with the governor go well?
Unfortunately, our legate is well loved here, and I didn't have time to put my argument before them. I was thrown out as soon as our rival arrived. But I shall not give up. I shall convey my message by other means. Nothing casts doubt better than spreading hearsay amongst the courtesans. And when we present him with our proof, the governor will be brought to see things our way. However, the legate's presence is problematic. I did not expect him here so soon. Special care must be taken to better hide our documents. If they search the old farm under the cliff, he or his comrades could well find them. Tomorrow morning, we must move them to a safer hiding place. In the meantime, we must rest.
As you command, Ambassador.
Or they said it out loud purposely so I can hear what they have to say.
Damn it! It was a trap.
Duh. Come on, dog.
Watch out! Grenade!
You die. Oh! My first time dying.
At the fiery flasks, you'll find the quintessence of alchemy.
Come closer. Come closer. All my wares are in the vanguard.
Here come the Devesp ambassador and her henchmen.
We should hide and listen to what they say. We may glean some interesting information. Grenade!
Whoa, where'd she go? No, bro. Why is he so slow with taking a potion?
Here come the Devesp ambassador and her henchmen.
We should hide and listen to what they say. We may glean some interesting information.
Ambassador? Did your meeting with the governor go well? As you...
I did two.
Damn it!
I did two of. Hey, shout out, bro! Shout out to the homie. Shout out to Alex. Ooh, where?
It was a trap.
The trap? The trap? Oh. I'm the final boss, bitch. Oh! I'm sorry, I'm sorry. What? No! They're like, what? You're a what? You're just a... Damn, they tore my allies apart. Ah, man. 4 times the charm, you know?
At the fiery flasks, you'll find the quintessence of...
Come closer. Come closer. All my wares are in the vanguard.
Here come the Devesp ambassador and her henchmen.
We should hide and listen to what they say. We may glean some interesting information.
Ambassador?
And when we go, if tomorrow...
As you...
Damn it! It was a trap.
Ah!
There are some documents, but it's not the evidence Aurelia spoke of. These documents speak of you. It appears that the Devesp sought out information on each of you, hoping to influence you or to drive a wedge between us.
Could you read it to me? Oh, I would like to know what a bunch of Renaig's they may have found out about me.
This is just further proof of their deceit, and the so-called evidence got away again. Let's search these men. We may find something useful.
You must send it to the government so do as much suspicion as possible in the court and don't use those documents just yet. For now, the goal isn't sufficient. Our prayer is just to collect them.
According to this letter, the chest was given to a merchant in town who deals with the Devesps. He was ordered to hand it to the governor if something happens to the delegation.
That Aurelia is clever if nothing else. We must get that chest from the merchant.
Kurt? According to the guard's records, Kurt was born in 1191 after the foundation of Serene, 1302 after the foundation. He is the captain of Congo, who was formerly governor of Constantine, legate, Desade, master of arms, and navigating prince from both colors. His oldest words of governor's legate was such that he did presently appropriate. Attempted uprising over the commander, so he usually try to bribe him by useless means. However, he seems to care deeply for the young recruit. Such commitment could be used to bind him to our will, either though kidnapping or blackmail. Oh, SeaWorld. We have managed to get hold of any records clearly indicating this woman's year of birth. Nevertheless, according to our sources, she is 22 and therefore have been in 1315 after college. She is one of the $2 on the island ward lady who died in the battle against the Prince of Lions, which his legate failed to prevent. She was reported to travel with the Sade since as part of their entourage. Some people say that she knows how to use the strange magic from indigenous people edition and precious ally to succeed to gain her loyalty. She could not only serve to bend or tribes. It seems to me that Sade's birth and preventing the battle that claimed him as life as well. So there was that she must work towards the alliance could be a summon to sway her.
Before he learns of their deaths.
Turning my companions against me. Let's see. Yeah, I got everyone like.
Come closer. Come closer. All my wares are in the back garden.
Hello. Are you Valens?
Indeed. What can I do for your lordship? Are you looking for tools for your workers? I have a large range of tools. Everything you need for mining or timber harvesting.
I have no interest in your goods. I have been sent by Her Highness, Aurelia de Vespe. She asked me to recover a chest you have in your keeping.
Of course, of course. It's stuffed between my goods in the street just behind us. I hope you tell your mistress that I obeyed her orders.
Do not worry. She will be told.
My cousin. Kasi was born. He is the prince. Recently appointed governor of Tirpidee. Constantly overstood and has only been for so long. But she here since the death of his older brother, the cause of my death is explained in the past letter. Giving the cumbersome steps and he could be one of us. That being said, the brother's assassin recalls implication Constantine's legitimacy is connected to his father's fortune and his subject. The mother can remain unsure that he is his legitimate son. Sirs. Cassie is a agreed payment of member. It is apparent that your name is not suspected. Plotting, conspiracy. Your Excellency, so I know your enemies are in town and where to find them. Meet me at the town gates and no more. The hell is this?
Hello. Are you the guard who left me a message at the embassy?
Greetings, Your Excellency. Yes, it was me. I thought you should be warned when I saw those vermin bearing the Devesp livery.
This is indeed interesting information. Do you know if they're staying in town?
The delegation leader is always at the tavern. He drinks heavily. His men wander around town looking for trouble.
Thank you. I imagine you're expecting a reward.
No, Your Excellency, keep your money. I'll consider myself highly rewarded if you manage to put a stop to their horrible, manipulative plans. My old battalion was almost completely lost to those vipers. They led us into a trap and left us to rot. So I don't know what you wish to do to them, but I wish you the best success.
Hello. I wonder if we might have a word.
De Sardet, the D'Orsay family's henchman. I knew it. I knew I would meet my end by accepting this mission. After what you did to Ambassador Lavoisin in Hikmet.
If the Ambassador and her men had not attacked me, they would certainly still be alive. Since you know who I am, you must know why I'm here.
Yes. The document chest. But don't think you can scare me into giving it to you. I've been scared to death since I got to this town. Since I got to this island. But I will not betray them.
Fuck.
Come. I think we got off on the wrong foot. Let's talk over a drink.
I imagine you mean to get me drunk to kill me more easily. Why not? Couldn't make things any worse. I may as well seek an inebriated death. But make no mistake, I won't tell you anything. I know where my loyalties lie. Even if I was sent on a suicide mission.
I'm sure of it. But why do you think they gave you this mission?
I imagine that I did something which displeased Her Highness. But I really don't know. Forget about it. My glass is already empty.
Come. We never wished you harm. We only want to recover some files. They do concern us, after all. Tell us where they are. A huge weight will be lifted off your shoulders.
That's true. Does it even matter? I don't have the chest anymore. I gave it to a group of inquisitors who don't like you very much. Those fools are so furious that they'd rather die than give you the chest. And Saint Matthias is with them. So, they're hiding out in one of the warehouses around the port. If you really want to confront them, it's your own choice. But you should say a prayer first.
No! 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 I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So you found us. But don't rejoice too soon. You will not leave this warehouse alive.
Come. I'm sure we can work this out. I only want the Devesp chest.
Don't count on it. Because of you, our order has been driven off this island and the governor treats us like criminals.
Ooh.
We shall avenge our brothers and our order.
Oh, Jesus.
Watch out! Grenade!
Desade. Constantine or Desade, according to our information, he's rather talented, but he is unfortunately too close to his cousin for us to count on his willing to loyalty. You must be therefore either get rid of him or blackmail him. This shouldn't be a problem, since it seems that the legate is not a legitimate child. Indeed, the child was presented to the court and the year 2012-10, but we have got several documentations proving that his father, General Mark Desade, was sent on an expedition nearly a year before his birth, and he never returned to court. Maybe it must be there for birth. Bastard. I'm a bastard. You must say a prayer before you enter. That poison. Fuck that. I just got my back up. Now we return home. What's going on my cape? No capes!
It's not the first time I've noticed these papers you stick on the walls. But these are new. They weren't here last time.
I'd like to go have a look, out of idle curiosity.
The governor of the Sardes and his henchman, the Sade, are both. I'm not say that word. Usurping the position to the head of his town built by the titles of nobility were obtained through the blood of innocence and bastard they use a prince's kindness and violence and power. People who knew Serene reject these usurpers, chosen legitimate leaders.
What is this nonsense? Another Devesp trick. They'll truly stop at nothing. These posters could cause a full-scale riot. We must stop them from spreading around town.
These people are angry. They must have read the papers we saw.
We should ask these bystanders. They may have seen who stuck up these posters.
I say those posters tell the truth. We should demand a new governor. And this one should be sent to court.
It's just a matter of being informed. My cousin knows one of the governor's guards, and she told me it was all true. Lady Mirange there's a true governor, and she's never put a foot out of line. Whereas this Constantin d'Orsay...
Greetings, madam. Did you happen to see, by any chance, who stuck up these posters?
Oh, you are the famous legate these posters speak of. You would never tell me if it were all true. Anyway, if you want revenge against the woman who stuck 'em up, you're too late. The guards caught her in the act, and when they saw what was written on the posters, they took her to the barracks. She must be rotting away in jail now.
Thank you. And you shouldn't believe those lies.
As if you could say anything else.
Forget you then. I could have gave you 5 smackaroonies. Oh. Shortcut.
Let's get rid of these moneybags.
Anyways. That's the autopsy room.
Hello. I'm the bastard murderer from your posters.
Oh, Your Excellency. I'm not responsible for the content of those posters. I had no choice but to stick them up. In a sense, the guard's arrest protected me, but my partner is under lock and key and guarded by armed men who bear the De Vespe livery. They are responsible. They forced me to stick these posters up all around town. They threatened to kill my partner. If you don't stop them, they will kill him. I beg you, free him.
I believe you, and I will free your friend if I can. Do you know where the other posters are? I must destroy this nonsense before it creates a riot.
No, they only gave me one stack of them. The men who...
Very...
Hello. Am I interrupting something? Bomb away. Uh-oh. Damn! Yo, that poison me fucking up.
Hello.
I
do very...
Hello. You can be under my umbrella, Ella, Ella, hey, 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 hey. You can be under my umbrella. Shut up. Give me the loot.
Thank you for freeing me from those murderers' clutches. Do you know where my friend is? She went to stick up those horrible posters.
She sent me to rescue you.
She says she's your husband,
but
what?
She'll probably get out soon. The presence of these men will prove that she had no intention of causing an insurrection.
Oh, you've taken a great weight off my shoulders. I was worried she'd been killed. They were such brutes.
I must destroy the rest of those posters. Do you have any idea where those men could have hidden them?
Well, they spoke of having a reserve just outside of town. In a small hut, if my memory serves me well. You should go and check.
Thank you. And try to avoid the De Vespes in the future. They're dangerous.
We'll make you down.
Whoa, laddie. Whoa. Coming at me like a yellow cable, it is. Oh, fuck. Dun 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 dun. Don't you let out the antidote. Don't you let out the... Don't you open up the window. Don't you let out the antidote.
Desade, you seem somewhat gloomy. What's troubling you?
As you may have heard, the Devesp family has sent a delegation to the island. It's led by the prince's daughter herself.
Ah, most curious. And very worrying indeed. But you didn't come all this way in person just to bring me the bad news, I take it?
You've read my mind. Knowledge is power. I need all the information you've got. I recovered some documents that Aurelia intended to use against us. I also brought you the wedding contract.
Let me see. Yes. A skillful blend of truths and untruths, as is to be expected. I'm afraid, however, this letter from Julia d'Orsay, Constantine's mother, is genuine. But your cousin is not to blame for his mother's folly. It caused him more harm than good, and he was but a child when his brother was killed. But the implication that he's not the prince's son is absurd. You know them both, and you know how much Constantine looks like his father. As for these documents about your mother, poor Livy would never have deceived your father. And furthermore...
It's all right. I know. I'm a native of Tir-Fredi. My real mother was a Denegat of the Seaside Nemeus clan. So in a way, all this is both true and completely false. I'm not General Desade's son, and my mother never deceived him.
I wasn't aware you knew. It's true you were adopted, and though the adoption was somewhat irregular, in any case, I doubt that this information could truly be used against you. The revelations about Constantine are more cause for concern. But since you recovered the evidence, we needn't worry about it being used against us. Providing it's the only copy, of course.
I believe so. What do you make of the marriage contract? Is it genuine?
Well, the writing is that of a court clerk. But their handwriting all looks the same. It would be difficult to tell if it was truly written by your uncle. As for the seal, I'm almost certain that it is a forgery. But an excellent one at that. That being said, without the seal itself, you'd be hard-pressed to prove it. If we denounce this contract without evidence, everyone will say that it's just an excuse to get out of the wedding.
In that case, I need to find that seal. Let's hope Aurelia de Vespe has brought it with her.
I'd wager she did. She may want to use it again. If you want to find it, you'll have to get her away from her camp to have a good chance to search her belongings.
As I'm supposed to be organizing the princess's arrival, Lady Mirange can surely help by sending for her. Thank you, sir.
Was there anything else you wish to ask?
I must be on my way. Goodbye, Professor.
Goodbye. And tread carefully.
Excuse me, miss. Saw you from across the room. I don't wanna know your name, but excuse me, miss. Saw you from across the room.
By the look on your face, you've already experienced the Devesp's deceit firsthand.
Indeed. Aurelia tried to blackmail us. I had to recover evidence she gathered against my cousin and myself, and stop a riot in town she caused by sticking up posters which mocked us, and which depicted you as the heroine.
And I can assure you I'm not responsible.
I don't doubt it, madam. However, Sir de Corsillon told me that the seal used on the wedding contract was fake, but that we needed the fake seal itself to prove it and put an end to this sham.
So, you would like me to get Aurelia de Vespe away from her quarters so you can search them at your leisure?
That's the general idea. She did ask us to organize her arrival. Your message shouldn't surprise her.
Don't worry, I know exactly what I'm going to write.
Exactly.
The young de Vespe may be talented, but I have years more experience. Oh, if I may offer some advice, you should question the Nauts who brought her here. They must have gleaned some information on our charming princess on such a long journey in close quarters. Admiral Cabral should know where they are. You should go and see her. Do you have any other questions?
No.
Goodbye, Lady Mirange.
Goodbye, Your Excellency. Be careful. Don't underestimate the trickery of the de Vespes.
They sound like vipers. Yes, sir. I'm an athlete. Jonah, let me. There you go. Let me just help you.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
Greetings, Admiral. I came to see you as I seek information about Aurelia de Vespe and her entourage. Since they landed on this island, they haven't ceased their efforts to undermine our city and our diplomatic position. And since they traveled on your ships for several months, I thought you and your men would surely have things to say about them.
We don't make a habit of revealing information about our passengers, but I'm willing to make an exception this time. Since we got here, part of our ship's crew, those who were in contact with the de Vespes, haven't been heard from. The rest of the crew, the ones who steered the ship, are here. They're worried. and fear the worst for their comrades. I would be very grateful if you inquired of their whereabouts. If you find them alive, I will not object to them telling you everything they know. One thing is certain. The Devests will never set another foot on one of our ships.
Rest assured, I'll do my best to find them. Goodbye, Admiral.
Goodbye, de Sardet. And be careful.
I need to be...
Fucking alpha? Ah, shit. on, bitch! Get out of my way! Bitch, bro, you about to piss me. Y'all about to piss me the fuck off. God damn.
Thank you. Thank you immensely for having freed us. Had we stayed here, those lunatics would have killed us.
They already killed one of the men by giving him some kind of potion.
Yes, Aurelia de Vespe came, with a smile on her face, and poisoned one of our men. To test the effects of a plan. That's what she said.
We must go through Aurelia's things. We need to prove that the wedding contract was forged to stop her from causing harm. Did you see or hear anything which could help me while you traveled here with Aurelia de Vespe?
That woman is very secretive. She isn't the kind of person who speaks of her plans in front of those she treats as servants.
I served her in her cabin. Every time I came in, she slipped the documents she was reading or writing in special chests. However, one day I heard her talking to one of her followers. She told him that with all the information they had gathered, they would easily take over the island. She clearly spoke of bringing the other governors to their knees with the information she had against them. She wants to blackmail them.
She probably kept us locked up here because she knew that we had heard her plans.
That's undoubtedly true. Thank you for this information. Do you know how to get back to the Admiral, now that you're free?
Yes. Don't worry. We'll soon be back on our ship. Thanks to you. Goodbye, Your Excellency. Be careful.
Disgusting. All this dirt collected on each of us to better cause trouble. We must stop them, Desade, or the island will get thrown into chaos before falling under their control.
From dusk until dawn.
Found the Dara Grimaderum Dan.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm sorry, I'm watching a video on the worst Indian street food.
It's disgusting. All this dirt collected on each of us to better cause trouble. We must stop them, Dezade, or the island will get thrown into chaos before falling under their control.
Didn't mean to do that. Oh my, ew. And his foot is like right. Yeah, I like that. Oh, y'all are poison. Yeah. What do you think about that? Oh no. No concern to knots. Keep the knots who served us during our crossing locked up in the underground rooms. Under the ruins in the south of the region, they must not reveal what they witnessed, and having a few knots hostages could be of us getting used against their admiral if need to be. Unfortunately, my plan to get rid of the Sade and the companions failed. What a shame. Without their support, Constantine would have been bent the knee without balking. However, we have enough evidence to keep those two governors instead. Yet I fear that my plan will be difficult to implement. Even if I do manage to make those two obey, the former governor and other Sade family leaders still hold sway over the corner here and could jeopardize my plan. Alas, I've run out of poison, but I spotted a few plants in the area that could be used. Once the lady is out of the picture, I'll get rid of the others. Oh shit.
This fake seal is very accurate. I wonder how many other contracts the Devests have forged using this method.
In any case, thanks to this seal, we can prove that the contract was forged. And we can send Mr. Vest back to the continent.
That may be so, but after seeing what was written in that journal, I'm worried about Lady Morange. We should try to find an antidote. The Donegada in this region should be able to help us. They must know about all the plants.
The fuck? Oh, okay, so he's on the bottom of the map, so I gotta go all the way. Okay. Okay, shut up. Whoa! Bro, I don't get it. You know what? Hold on. Look at that. What's that over there? Where'd it go?
Oi, Onol Manawi.
What's going on?
Bur Tirtumat. I'm Vad from the Beragnodas clan. I need to speak to you.
Burtir tumad donegada.
Bur Tirtumat, Siora. I hope your friend will be able to help us. I've heard people talking about you in the village, and Dunkas respects you, so I'm sure you'll understand.
What is it?
This land has been sacred for generations, and only the Donegader of our clan can come to calm the anger of Enonmil Frichtimen.
This is where he spilled the burning blood of the land to destroy our enemies. The sun trembled and the sky was black for days.
It is madness to come back here, especially for Renaigse. You must leave and take all the other Renaigse with you.
Do not fret. I intend to ensure that they don't stay long. Neither here nor on this island, for that matter.
I hope so, Onor Manawi. Because we can already feel the anger rising up to Credennis. And many would die if it spread.
And these Renaigse don't understand anything. They're multiplying like flies. No sooner had the ones in black arrived from the sea, than others came from the woods to surround them. And now, here you are.
I promise that these lands will soon find their peace.
Do you have anything else to ask us?
Yes, I actually need your help. I'm sure you know all about the plants in this region. Do you know of any that are poisonous? The leader of those who came here plans to poison one of my friends.
It's true that the leader left the camp at one point. She stayed in the woods for a while.
If it was poisonous plants she was after, I'm sure she would have collected sedek leaves at this time of year. It's a slow but horrible poison, which causes a great deal of suffering. But the antidote can be found in some roots that we know well.
You're in luck. We have a small bottle. Anyone who drinks it quickly after being poisoned will survive.
Thank you. I'm infinitely grateful.
Do you have anything else to ask us?
Thanks again for your help. Goodbye.
Wa'awalan seg on Almanawi. And don't forget, those Renaikse need to leave.
Oh, shit.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for saving me. I never imagined the Defesps would go so far. She tried to poison me.
Don't mention it. The Donegada of the Dunkas clan should also be thanked, my lady. They gave us the antidote.
May they be blessed. I'll send them a present to thank them. But you should go straight to the palace. Aurelia de Vesp was headed there. I'm afraid she may try to take over by force.
I'll go there right away. Get well soon, my lady.
She was laid out on the floor. Let's go, Kurt.
Aurelia de Vespe. On behalf of Governor Constantin d'Orsay, you are under arrest.
Oh, really? Hardly surprising. Typical of the d'Orsay family's underhanded methods. On what grounds, might I ask?
Firstly, for fraud and forgery. The wedding contract you gave us is fake.
Your lies are as dismal as they are desperate. The contract bears the seals of both my father and your prince. Is he trying to back out? Or has his idiot son simply decided to disobey him?
Neither. The d'Orsay seal upon this contract is forged, and I can prove it. Here. This is what was used to seal the contract. A cleverly made counterfeit we found in your camp.
That seal proves nothing. You probably made it yourself to undermine me. That contract could not be more authentic. The same, however, cannot be said of your noble lineage.
The second charge made against you is the attempted murder of Lady Morange. Are you also going to deny that your men attacked her?
This is a very serious accusation. I assure you that I had no knowledge of any attack on the former governor. And if an attack did indeed take place, I am certainly not the one responsible.
Is that so? Then why does this journal, written in your handwriting, say that you wish to rid your city of all d'Orsay sympathizers? And that you'd found the perfect poison to do the deed in the forest surrounding your camp? Thankfully for Lady Morange, the Donegada living in the region gave us an antidote.
A journal only conveys thoughts, not facts. Don't tell me you've never wished for someone's death without actually acting on those thoughts. And more to the point, who's to say that journal's genuine in the first place? Your so-called evidence, Mr.
Oh,
Desade,
man,
is
she's a
but
good
lie
liar.
after lie.
Lastly, you are accused of having sequestered and murdered the Nauts who brought you to this island.
Another baseless accusation. I don't know how you could possibly prove my involvement.
As it happens, we freed the survivors, and they are very willing to testify against you. For all the charges set against you, you are under arrest.
The Malachor upon you, Desade. I greatly underestimated you. How wrong I was. I should have courted you and made you my ally. Together, we would have been unstoppable. Very well. What are you going to do with me?
You'll be imprisoned here while we wait for the Congregation Council's ruling. Go on. Lock her up.
The de Vespes would have tried to impose themselves to the bitter end. It's fantastic that you gathered all this evidence. We won't have a ruling from the Council for months. Years, even. But I'm sure the de Vespes will pay a heavy price for Aurelia's folly, and the d'Orsay family will emerge greater than ever. Anyway, you should destroy the documents you found. Nobody else should ever get hold of them.
You're right. I'm going to burn them all right now, just to be on the safe side. Goodbye, sir. Thank you for your help.
I merely gave you guidance. That is my role. See you later.
Ooh.
All that's left is to destroy the evidence the de Vespes collected about us. And with it, the web of lies cast upon my friends.
Why would I keep them? that was it. Oh man, that quest took longer than it needed to be. Alright. This is a good stopping point. We beat the DLC. When we come back, we are going to completely finish the story. Alright? It's going to be done. Next up is going to be Resident Evil Code Veronica and Resident Evil 4, the original. Boop. But thank you all for stopping by. Thank you all for future viewers that are going to listen in the future. And if you have any suggestions, please leave them down in the comments below. With all that being said, I will see you next go around. Peace.